Alright guys, so we are continuing with the market research for traveling to a new city. We broke up the segmentation just a little bit, but we're still going to be focusing on the adventurers and people that like to travel for enjoyment, fun, as opposed to traveling for some sort of specific school or business reason. So some initial things that we were seeing inside of the interviews. We were thinking that people were having issues with more of like finding places to rest their heads, sleep, and hang out, and then finding proper luggage prior to leaving for the trips. Some of the testable assumptions were that people plan their own trips prior to leaving. People with kids have less problems, and then the financial resources. If people were leaving, they probably were going to be buying something that was going to be helping them for their trips.
So the people we met a lot of employees at the airport. We were meeting people that were arriving from flights or heading off. To be a little bit more specific, at the airport we met some ladies from Mexico. They were visiting Houston. They told us about a camping trip they had in Mexico one time. They gave us a lot of valuable info. And in some other locations, so some of the locations we visited, like I said, Hobby Airport. And in the Galleria area, there's a lot of places like REI, Sun and Ski Sports and Academy. We met a good amount of people over there. And our plan was just to simply look for receptive looking people that weren't actively looking for something or busy, people that looked active, whatever that means. We just basically, if you looked active and fit.
Most of the people in REI are active.
Yeah, most people in that area are active looking, and not at the airport was the total opposite. The amount of people we talked to was approximately 20. Once we hit 20, we called it a day. And some of the challenges, Dennis and Richard, they went out there midweek, and unfortunately there was not any people out there. Most people are working during the times they went. So we figured that out. That's not a good idea, so we went during the weekend. And another challenge was busy customers. So people that were, if we were trying to talk to them and they looked busy, if we did approach them, as we said, they were busy, so they didn't really give us any time. So we tried to mitigate that by just being very picky with who we talked to.
So again, some of the places that we went to was REI and Academy. And the observations that we made, many people were struggling with planning for a proper temperature. So the first time that me and Richard went earlier in the week, we talked to a employee at REI, and he kind of discussed a lot of the troubles he had when he was visiting like places in California and Nevada where surprise temperature problems would arise, like heat, and that would affect, like he wouldn't be able to turn on his air conditioning system, or else it would like break the internal system of the car or something. And that started to become a common thing over the course of the people that we talked to. The proper documents required is sometimes unknown or hard to come by. So we talked to someone at Ski and Sports who spoke of like there's entire services for people who are traveling that kind of give you a step-by-step process of where to go to and what to do in order to get your stuff from point A to point B. And so knowing that there's a large space for that, we know that there's a big market there. So researching necessary requirements prior to leaving for the trip, and that kind of involves that as well. So next slide, the next plan. So we'll talk to next. We've talked to a lot of customers at like REI and whatnot. So we were kind of like trying to focus more on store owners or people who manage businesses in this sector to see where the biggest biggest profits are. Should we pursue? Current market has many possibilities. Like we've talked about, like heat and planning and security issues are also something prevalent. And just to see like any other patterns that may exist.